Well, speaking of GloRilla, yesterday there was a new Young Thug jail call that was released, and they are whoever is doing this, they are really coming for him, and this might be the one. Yes, so he was on the phone with Mariah the Scientist, his girlfriend, also a singer, having a conversation about GloRilla and her looks. Let's take a listen.
Hi everyone, welcome to Shhhcrets. Before we get into it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you like raw, unfiltered opinions and the kind of truth that makes folks squirm a little. I had this GloRilla makeup segment chilling in the vault. Then Young Thug got caught on a jail call calling her ugly. So I'm unarchiving it today because this is exactly the double standard I've been talking about.
I saw the girl, GloRilla.
Yeah.
Why do people say she pretty? That ugly.
You think she ugly?
Like, yeah, they say she ain't ugly. Me and saying she ain't ugly. Ain't man.
They just saying she look like Rihanna.
They like goddamn Rihanna. Man, watch out. She look like Rihanna. Long ass ass wig, skinny, big ass head, big mouth. Man, watch out. It's crazy. They probably really running around sneaking with a tooth in the henna.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a lot of in the DM and stuff. I be feeling like sometimes a lot of like that, it'll be like, if the girl was regular and you wouldn't try to the girl, you know, it's just like she got a number one song.
Like, oh, let hit her. Man, ain't like nothing. I would not pursue her at all, ever. That big ass mouth, just like always laughing, look at that. Bitch, you look funny as hell. Man, the girl look funny, man. Who the hell pursuing? Who trying to smack this? Man, you like Trippy Red or some and trying to hit her. You know what I'm saying?
So let's frame it plainly. Is GloRilla ugly? That's the question people keep throwing around after Thug's comments. And honestly, it's a lazy, tired conversation, but it reveals so much about how society treats women with bold, Afrocentric features. Now here's where the makeup video comes in. Before this jail call drama, GloRilla went viral when a makeup artist shared a transformation clip showing her bare face to full glam. That video blew up. Some cheered her on, loving the glow up, while others accused her of catfishing. And that right there tells you everything. No matter what she does, people are determined to judge her. For anyone who doesn't know, GloRilla is a talented rapper from Memphis who has been on an impressive rise. She's out here making waves with her music, her bold personality, and her unique look. GloRilla didn't come into the industry trying to look like everyone else. She's got a deep voice, strong features, and this unapologetic vibe that makes her stand out. But here's the thing. Instead of celebrating her individuality, people are quick to judge her for not fitting the typical feminine rapper look. The backlash started when a makeup artist shared a video showing GloRilla's transformation from bare face to full glam. And, of course, people on social media had a lot to say. Some cheered her on, loving the glam look, while others accused her of catfishing, saying her makeup somehow deceives people. It's as if people forgot that makeup is just a tool to enhance what's already there, not a trick. And it's wild to see that society still expects women, especially Black women, to look flawless without makeup, while also judging them for using it. This whole reaction reveals a lot about our complicated relationship with beauty and what's seen as acceptable. But let's be clear, GloRilla is not ugly. She's a breath of fresh air in an industry that all too often pushes everyone to look the same. And let's talk about the nose job. After years of being dragged for her natural nose, GloRilla finally got it done, a decision that screams of the constant pressure she was under. And here's the gag. The very same people who bullied her for years, nitpicking her every feature and making her feel like she wasn't enough, were the first to clutch their pearls and cry when she chose surgery. That's peak hypocrisy. You can't call someone ugly every day of their career, then act brand new and self-righteous when they finally say, "Fine, let me fix it," just to get some peace. Fans, men, and so-called supporters who flip like that aren't protecting Black beauty. They're policing it. They broke her down, then punished her again for responding to the exact cruelty they created. And here's the thing. GloRilla is light-skinned, and in our community that usually comes with a layer of protection. But her features are undeniably black, and that's exactly why she's a target. It's almost like those Afrocentric features cancel out the prettiness people normally romanticize in light skin. And make no mistake, the only reason some people hesitate to call her ugly is because she's not dark-skinned. If she had the same face with a deeper complexion, the dragging would be relentless. So now there's this confusion, this hesitation, like, do they label her as ugly the way they do darker women, or do they bite their tongue because her light skin complicates the narrative? That hesitation alone exposes how twisted these beauty standards are. People don't even know how to classify her. Light skin has been coded as beauty for so long that when the features don't fit the fantasy, folks glitch. If her nose were slimmer, if her jawline softer, she'd suddenly be exotic. But because her features are unapologetically black, she's stripped of that pass. And that's the double standard. Light skin cushions her from some of the brutal honesty dark-skinned women face, but it doesn't shield her fully. Instead, she's left in this weird in-between space where people want to clown her but can't say it with their chest. That confusion tells you everything. The rules were never about beauty at all. They were about policing who gets to be celebrated and who doesn't. So, let's get into colorism and featurism, two issues that are front and center here. For anyone who's unfamiliar, colorism is the bias that favors lighter skin tones, often making darker skinned people feel lesser or less attractive. Featurism is the preference for Eurocentric features over Afrocentric ones, like smaller noses, thinner lips, and straight hair. For centuries, society has pushed these standards, making people with Afrocentric features feel as though they don't belong or aren't beautiful enough. Now, GloRilla, though light-skinned, doesn't have the features that society uplifts. She's got a big nose, full lips, and a look that doesn't fit the Eurocentric beauty mold. Instead of embracing this diversity, some people, even within the Black community, are uncomfortable with it. This discomfort is a reflection of the internalized biases that many of us carry, often without even realizing it. What's surprising is that some of the harshest criticism came from her own fans, including men who felt tricked by her makeup. It's honestly disheartening because, guess what? Everyone looks different without makeup. But society has set such a narrow standard for beauty that when someone dares to step outside of that box, people feel the need to tear them down. And this isn't just a problem outside the Black community. It's an issue we face within it too. GloRilla's situation highlights how beauty standards are often tied to desirability, especially for women. For women, being labeled as undesirable can feel like a personal failure because we live in a world that tells women their value is tied to their looks. And in the entertainment industry, this pressure is amplified. Many women feel like they have to fit a certain aesthetic to be accepted, and when they don't, they face an overwhelming amount of criticism. GloRilla's unique look should be celebrated as part of her brand, not treated as a flaw. So, why are these beauty standards so damaging? Well, because they're limiting. When society expects women to look a certain way, it prevents people from being accepted as their authentic selves. Afrocentric features like full lips, wide noses, and darker skin are beautiful, yet they're often overlooked or criticized because they don't fit into the ideal beauty box. And this isn't just about what men think. Women also internalize these standards, leading to a constant comparison game where everyone's trying to look like everyone else. Let's take a look at some other examples. Think about celebrities like Lupita Nyong'o, who broke into the mainstream despite having features that don't fit the typical Hollywood standard. She's been celebrated for her beauty, but it took years for a dark-skinned actress with Afrocentric features to be seen as a global beauty icon. Or consider Lizzo, who's constantly breaking boundaries by being unapologetically herself, even though she doesn't fit into the mold that's traditionally celebrated. Both women have faced backlash, but their success shows that the beauty standard is slowly evolving, even if it's not moving fast enough. GloRilla is part of this movement. She represents a shift, challenging the idea that only one look can be beautiful. But as we can see, society still has a long way to go. If we're going to uplift Black beauty, we need to embrace it in all its forms. This means supporting women like GloRilla who show up as themselves and redefine what it means to be beautiful. Our community needs to work on letting go of these old standards and appreciating the diversity that makes us unique. So, let's be real. This whole debate about whether GloRilla is ugly has never been about her beauty. It's about how colorism and featurism collide. Because if she were dark-skinned with the same face, she'd be written off instantly. The only reason people hesitate, the only reason there's even a debate, is because her light skin complicates the narrative. That hesitation alone shows you how fake these standards are. They don't celebrate beauty, they police it. And GloRilla's existence exposes just how shallow, confused, and hypocritical those rules really are. So, where do we go from here? The first step is acknowledging these biases and working to unlearn them. It's about questioning why we feel the need to judge someone's natural appearance and realizing that these standards don't serve us. And to my ladies out there, remember that beauty goes far beyond makeup or societal expectations. GloRilla's story is a reminder that true beauty is about owning who you are, flaws and all. I'd love to hear from you guys. Do you think we, as a community, are doing enough to support all forms of Black beauty? And what can we do to be more inclusive? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's keep this conversation going. Thank you for tuning in. And if you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that button for more real talk. Until next time, stay true to yourself and remember, beauty is way more than skin deep. Catch you next time. Bye.